sinner. The reason why I went back to church is because I have a little one and I want her to be raised with. She could lean on something in case I'm not there. You know, I'm not a permanent thing, and if I feel like she believes in God, she'll run to Him instead of another person.
That's true. Like me, bro, I think I'm like the opposite. Like when I was young, I believed like going to church. Like I believe in God. I believe that there's a creator, and I believe in and all that. But I don't really believe in the whole motion picture that it has sold us. You know what I mean? I don't really believe like to me going to church to be sitting there. Like no disrespect to nobody, of course. It's just my beliefs.
No, yeah, no
You know
worries.
what I mean? And I just feel like I don't want to sit there because even when I was locked up and I read the Bible, right? I sit there and read the Bible. I think that's the only time a lot of people sit there and read the Bible. So I remember I was reading it, but I read the Bible like 3 times. And not in the Bible that once say go to church. Now once in the Bible said build the church and go there. No. What Jesus said was, I am the only one that can be is the only way to God.
Yep.
You want to talk to me, you want to talk to God, talk to me, and that's the message. So he never said go to church. He never said go give your money. He never said go every Sunday and go say it so your sins could be no. He says repent. He says I will forgive you if you really, really do it. But there's a lot of people that's what like the religion to me because when I was a young kid, I was Catholic, of course. I was raised with my aunt. So she always used to take us to church, right? So I grew up in that. Then after that, when I came here, I met my mama. I didn't go to church. I didn't go for shit. My mom never took us and none of that shit, right? So my kicked me out of the house. I went to home, like stay like in friends' houses. And I went to like my homie was a Mormon, so I went to like the Mormon shit, right? Study that shit with them and all that. Then after that, I went to oh man, he's
Jehovah's Witness or
oh, I was a Jehovah Witness in El Salvador because when my mom left me in El Salvador, she let me. I came here when I was 8. We went back when I was 14. She let me in El Salvador for 1 year when I was 14 or 15. She let me in El Salvador, and when I was over there, she let me with a fucking cousin that I hated, man. Fuck to him if he sees me. Um, and so they were Jehovah Witnesses, but they were the fakest ever, bro. Right? So we'll go there and I studied the Jehovah Witness. And for a long time, I think I adapted the Jehovah Witness shit, right? Because I'll be like, I don't even when I met my girl, I'll be like, I don't celebrate Christmas and I don't celebrate that and blah blah blah. Anyways, right? But before that, after that, I came Mormon. I chilled with my boy. He was a Mormon, and then after that, I went to Palmdale and go live with my cousin. This is back like in the 90s, right? 98, 99, no, 97, 98. I went to go live out there and they were evangelistas, evangelists.
yeah,
So they were there and they were going
they
like,
sing a lot, huh?
but boy, I felt like I was in a rock concert. Every time
Yeah.
I go there, I'll be like, bro. And then after that, I was living with my cousin. After that, I got an apartment in Palmdale, and I started taking care of this disabled kid named what was his fucking name? Sergio. And then I was thinking she was a Jehovah Witness, so I would go with her to the templo, the Jehovah's temple, and but just because it was my job, and I sit there, and I was like a whole bunch of shit. So after that, I stopped going to church for a long time. Then after that, my brother-in-law, him and his wife started going to like a church. It was like the Morenos. They would sing along. It would take like 3 hours. And after that, bro, I just came to the conclusion that everybody there was fake. From every single religion that I've been to me, this is what I say, right? Different gods, same devil. How is that? It's so everybody just no, my religion is better. No, my religion is better. No, my religion is better. My religion is better. It's like you guys sound like the fucking it's like the fucking como se llama eso when you go vote for people, Democrats
Like
and
a
the
political party.
political party. No, mine is this. Oh no, we believe in this. No, this and that. Like, bro, it's so like absurd. And then you got and then after that, when my beliefs really really stopped when I started seeing priests bagging kids, fucking molestation here. I started seeing that you go to church and people charge you, bro. They start charging you for this and that. I started seeing the pastors. I started seeing everybody rolling in badass rides while the people are praying are broke as fuck. They're praying for their lives to still be on. They're praying for this and they're praying for that. While you got a pastor right there, bro, with nice rings or with jewelry, with nice fucking clothes on. To me, like there is a God and I believe in God, but I don't believe, like I was saying earlier, I don't believe in all that shit because how am I gonna go talk to a priest, bro? The same. Not all priests are the same, right? But let's say I go and I talk to one that's doing something wrong. I'm talking to a guy that's sitting. What does it mean? You know what I mean? Maybe I could just be like, "Oh, sorry, Lord. Like I stole a fucking apple from the store, and I know stealing is bad, but this fool just did something even fucking worse." You
Yeah.
feel me? And then I don't understand the other shit too. It's like I saw this I know it's gonna sound stupid, but I saw this in the meme, and I started thinking. I saw this years ago, right? There was a little kid that died. He got like in the meme, like Jesus is holding him, right? And then the little kid had died because somebody had broken into his house, and the guy killed him. The next day, the guy that killed him died. So Jesus is telling the guy, the little baby, look, go say hi to the man that killed you and your family because he repented before he died. So now he's saved. To me, that is ridiculous. You know what I mean? I cannot go and murder a bunch of motherfuckers people, bro. And like the second that somebody puts a gap to my head, and it's like, boom, oh, I forgive me, and I'm in heaven. No, you know what I mean? I think that people, especially like, uh, what's the religion that you go every Sunday? Catholics, and then
That's
you go
Catholic.
and you say you're like you.
Yeah, confessionals.
Okay, to me, bro, no disrespect, but
Catholics.
a lot of Catholics use that as an excuse to keep fucking up. You know what? From Monday to Sunday, man, I'm gonna be banging hoes. I'm gonna be doing coke. I'm gonna be drinking. I'm gonna be doing everything. But on Sunday, I'm gonna go repent, and all my fucking sins and all my sins gonna be washed off. But on Monday, I'm gonna go again. I believe that if you want to change, you can change, and there's a God. But I feel that you could talk to him one on one. If there's a creator, there's somebody that
Eh,
created us. Yeah,
you're right about that, but it even says that when the time comes, Jesus will say, "Get away from me. You went to church and did all this, and I don't know you."
but there was no church.
No, but you understand what
He's
I'm
the
saying. No,
church.
but understand what I'm saying. The
Yeah.
time will come and people are like, "Oh, you did all this good things, but I don't know you.
Yes. Yeah. There we go. There
But
we
I
go.
don't know
Yes.
you."
Yeah. Because look, there's a lot of people that go to church. A big example, not people that go to church. Christmas comes. Everybody's nice. Let's give to the homeless. Oh my God, let's do this. Let's go to shelters. Why? Because people think that's the day. Jesus, no, bro. Jesus doesn't have a day. Nobody fucking knows. And Jesus wasn't even his name because the fucking letter J didn't exist until the 16th century, bro.
Yeah.
You feel me? And why not just be nice? That's what see. That's what religion to me. It was invented by a fucking king years and years and years, centuries and centuries, and the wrong means century. I was putting centuries, right? Why? Because the people were rebelling, and he had to find a spot to say, okay, how uh, how can these people not rebel against me? How come the rich are still alive while the broke are hungry? Because religion. That's holding a lot of people.
It's because of you. You start understanding where I'm not a religious person. I believe in God, right? I identify more with Christianity because that's where I'm going to right now.
Yeah,
But you start on reading more of the Bible, you start understanding, right,
yeah.
that the war here on this realm, you want to call it, right, it's not against me and you.
No,
It's about against a spiritual warfare
yeah, that we don't know about.
and principalities, right?
Yeah,
What does that tell you? That the people in charge are wicked too, bro. So your war is not against your brother that's right here, bro.
no.
It's against all the people that are on the top.
And those people are
So you're telling me that a religion is going to be telling you that the war you have is against the people on top, was made from a king?
no, no. I'm not saying
But
that.
you see what I'm trying to tell you? It's just
Yeah,
our lack of knowledge. I was in the same place because I was trying to make a prayer, bro.
no,
And
but
I no, no,
us.
let me finish
Yeah,
it. I'm not judging anybody, right? I was trying to say a prayer, but I couldn't say the name of Jesus, bro. I couldn't say. I'm like, that's not his name. In the back of my mind, that's not his
yeah,
name. But what does it matter if I was just trying to pray? You understand how
yeah,
deep it goes, bro?
yeah. But like to
Or like
me,
Yeshua, you go Elohim. the great creator. You know what I mean? You gotta go deep.
Like to me, how I see it, but like I was saying, when somebody made the story up,
Yeah.
people go rebelling, bro. How do you know there's a hell? Okay, so you're gonna tell me this, right? Even in the Bible it says God created everything. God created the devil. God created hell. Then, so God created. He's to me, bro. To me, it's how can somebody create something? Like a lot of people say this. God knows it all. He knows it all. So what's the point of me asking for forgiveness if you know I'm a sin? If you know, that's a narcissistic person, bro. That's like me leaving my daughter alone and saying, "You better be good. I'm not gonna take care of you ever, ever, ever. But I'm gonna judge you. The days will come. No, no. Like, hey, there's a creator, yeah, that there is. But all this other shit is all made up. All this, bro, like all this names in the Bible. Fucking they're all English names. This takes place in middle of fucking nowhere, bro. This is in the
In the
fucking
Middle East. Yeah.
Middle East. There we go. That's the Middle East. This the fucking names. Fucking Daniel. All that you look it all up. It's stuff
It's a
that
translation.
doesn't make sense. Nothing makes sense. It's like, oh, Adam and Eve came from here, and Adam and Eve came, and okay, that's true. It was just them
It's
too.
different in the translation.
No,
So
no, no. Okay,
yeah.
but okay, it was Adam and Eve, right? It was just them because that's like the origin that that's like the fucking thing that everybody's born with and everybody got to know, right? Adam and Eve came. It was just them. Abel, and the other fool came. They killed each other. God came. I'm gonna post something so everybody knows. He left. He found other people. That's a lie right there. Red flag. Where do those people come from? You just told us that it was just Adam and Eve, but yet there's other people there. Second story that doesn't make sense to me. This is me, okay? I'm trying. This is me. Second story that doesn't make sense. God sees it all. He's here. He's there. He's right now. He sees it, right? His time. He's the past. He's like before, now, and tomorrow and forever. That's God, right? Right? He knows it all. But yet, where did he leave that he came back to the ¿cómo se llama? The Garden of Eden. But he didn't know where Adam and Eve were. And he said, Adam, Eve, where are you? But they were hiding, scared. You know it all. Well, how? They're picturing him now like a human. Like he's just walking. You know what I mean? And he's like, where are you at? Oh, we're here. What happened? You guys look different. Oh, it's because we ate from the apple. The apple that he created and told you guys not to eat. Why would you create that in the first place? If you knew that that was going to be man's downfall,
Yeah,
you
but
already like to me.
that story is a mistranslation.
No, it's in everything. It's in every
No,
single
because
shit.
for one, it wasn't an apple, and there's even thoughts that it was like a mating with the devil or whatever it
Okay,
was.
okay, okay. Then go second one. Second one. Why he create the devil? Why did he create the devil?
Well, so
Second, hold on. I'll let you know that.
I'll try to give you answers. Yeah.
Second, second is if heaven is perfect, there's nothing. Bullshit. There's envy. There's hate up there. Why? Because how was the devil able to bring hate? How was the devil able to bring envy? Envy to other angels that they were
He brought
supposedly
him
up
down with
there.
him. Yeah.
You feel me? How? How when everybody supposedly everybody's equal? And then the story they also try to sell you and the religion shit is like when you die, this is supposed in the Bible, right? When you die, it's heaven. This mansions for everybody. That's a rich man's dream. Like,
No, the kingdom of heaven is within.
yes,
It's a state
God
of
is
being.
in
It's a
us.
state of being.
We are God. We are supposedly we created by Him. We are. But
So
all the other shit, bro.
it's funny, right? Because of the preacher that I go to, right? Again, I'm not a very religious person,
Yeah.
right? He says that he created Michael for
Oh, I
war,
got it right here on my back.
for war.
Yeah.
It was Gabriel for for messenger, right? And the devil was for adoration. When then the devil turned, he created us so we could adore God,
Who created us?
God, because the devil rebelled, right? And now you go into the fallen angels, right? It wasn't just one; it was a whole wickedness that fell, right? So to answer your question about the fruit and apple, there's Christian theologians, right? Shout out to Joe Rogan because this is where I heard it from. That the sin wasn't eating from the apple; it was mating.
Mating?
The
But we have to mate.
translation, but with the fallen angel or whatever
We
that
had to
was,
mate. I
and
think
that created a hybrid. That's where you get the giants. That's where you get the
no, that's the other
Nephilim.
one. I think what that is when I heard that shit too when the guy left the angels here and then the angels started mating and that's and all that. I feel that like I don't know, bro. I just feel that everything that they have taught us is just doesn't make sense. Because if you really see this, okay, God created the heavens and God created everything, and we have to worship Him. Why? Why do you feel that we used to worship shit? It's like it's like this.
We were
If you
made
don't
that way.
worship me, if you don't worship me, you go to hell, bro. It's like it's not like they. It's not like he's like se está ganando el amor. Like he's no, he's demanding it. He's like because there's a lot of people. Okay, I'm gonna tell you a quick example. Okay, me and my girl one day we went to the store. There was like some cholo guy, right? He was an OG guy, right? He was an OG guy, right? And we're there chilling, we're talking, and he told me, "Hey, homie, have you ever been to church before?" I said, yeah." He said he was trying to take me to this church, right? And at the end of the day, I said, "Hey, can I ask you a question? Do you really believe in God, or are you just scared to go to hell?" Nah, homie, I'm scared, homie. You know, because you don't want to go to hell, big dog. You just answered my question. You don't believe. You're
You're
scared. It's
scared.
fear.
It's
So
fear.
it's fear. So to me, it's like there's a lot of people out there that is fear. Like people like, oh no, I gotta do good because God is looking at me. Like they used to tell me that shit when I was a kid. Oh, don't do this because God is gonna punish you. Don't do this because God is gonna do this. Don't do this because that is. And when you see it, it's like even in the Bible, bro. In the Bible, God fucking sent bears to go kill a kid because they were making fun of an old man. And that's in the Bible. That's a story. Come on, that's not love, dude. It's a lot of right there. It's a lot of stuff that's made up. It's man made.
Or
It's
mistranslations.
mistranslation. No, not just that. The other girls, like I read the Bible, dude. Like the other girls that they left with the dad. It was three girls that left with the dad, but yet they got the dad drunk and they busted the train of the dad. It's in the fucking Bible, bro. That's ridiculous. You know what I mean? And like that's the shit that I read because I read it. I didn't. I don't. To me, I don't just go for what somebody tells me. You feel me? So I remember I was just sitting there reading it. Shit don't make fucking sense. Shit don't make sense. You know what I mean?
Is for sure mistranslations.
And then when I started seeing a lot of stuff, it's like, okay, so God created the bad, God created the good, so He created everything's like a plan. It's a setup. It's a setup because it's like if I bring my kid into this world,
Let me hear one person give me a good reason why they believe. Not I know it and I feel it in my heart. Well, I believe in God, right? Because for one, I'm not the perfect Christian. I'm not the most scholarly read person.
yeah,
But for one, when uh when I was born, I won't remember right. I won't remember right. But when I was born, they tell me a story that I wasn't supposed to be born, right? And I got older, right? And a lot of tragic shit happened to my life, right? But then I had a lot of missed calls, like gates will fall on me, but it spared my life, And then I started getting older, and I'm not the best believer, and I didn't believe. I believe in God, but not in the religious sense. But I believe in God because, again, He's saying not to say a reason that I feel it in my heart, right? So,
he
it,
said that a
not to
reason
feel,
not to believe in God.
yeah, like so. To try to answer this question, because I'm not the most Christian, so a reason that is not I believe it in my heart and I know it is because we when everything that's born is kind of like programmed, right? Like it's kind of like you weren't taught how to breathe. Your
But
heart.
that's that program to see. Religion is the program that they like in Matrix.
We're talking
That
about God.
yeah.
He said God, not
Oh
religion.
God. Okay, God.
Give me all right. So we have a certain sort of instructions already with us when we're born. When we're already born, like it's there has to be a creator in that sense, right?
Of
So
course.
even to get into
Like
scientific
you
terms,
just answered my question. That there is a creator.
yeah.
There is.
No,
There
but I'm
is.
talking about that question
Oh. Oh.
specifically. Give me a good reason why they believe it. It's not in my heart, right? So for the Earth to exist, right, the gravity has to be right on the dot, right? Like it can't be any more or any less, right? We'll
Yeah.
disappear and overexpand, right? Like we have to be the exact
Excuse
distance
me.
from the sun just to get scientific, right?
Uh-huh.
We have to be the exact distance from the sun, and we have to be at the right place, or else it'll be colder or hotter, right? The water molecules, bro, the way they blend for us to drink, the air we breathe, bro, for the trees that live alongside us to take the air we breathe and make it into oxygen. And you're gonna tell me that's not by some sort of intelligent design?
Of course.
That's because your heart is so probably corrupted
Of
that you
course.
don't want to believe in God. And to answer that why all these things don't make sense is because God gave us free will. He could probably just control us.
We don't have free will. We don't have free will.
We do have free
He
will.
he because if free will be real, there will be no hell. There will be no
It doesn't
punishment.
mention hell in the Bible.
It doesn't matter. But if God will really give us free will, that's like me telling my daughter this, Emily, I'm gonna let you do this and do that and do that, but then I'm gonna punish you. Oh, I'm gonna do this. No, free will is, hey, dude, you know what? Free will is you do whatever you want. You do whatever you want. I'm not gonna judge you. But God know what God did was like, I'm gonna leave you here.
And I love that you're mentioning this because Christianity, to get into terms, is not a transactional thing, bro. It's forgiveness.
Yeah, but you see, that's the thing about it
It's
is God
forgiveness.
never forgave us because God couldn't even forgive Adam and Eve. He punished them forever, and
So
and even says it in the Bible, bro. You will be punished 5 generations. That's not a forgiving God. You will be punished 5 generations. That means that if I fucked up, that means that, let's say, for example, I am paying for mistakes 4 generations did before me. What about if let's say, I hurt somebody? So now my daughter's going to pay for my sins. My great grandkids are going to pay for my sins. And then them until 5 generations is done, then the curse is done? No,
no, no, no, no,
that's
no,
not
no,
a
no.
forgiving
It
God.
doesn't exactly work like that. It is up to us to break the chains of the past. So, like, if your father's sin was lust, and you keep falling into it, guess what? It continues.
No, I don't know, but that's not what they say. What they say is, whatever this generation did, those other ones are going to pay, no
It's
matter
it's
what.
it's it's a it's used for sin.
No, I know,
We
but
don't learn it. We inherit it.
I know exactly, exactly. You inherited it.
So it's up to
Why?
you to break it. So you to stop and make the change for your family.
Like when they
And
say,
blessings go along that way too.
you're a Christian, right? What do they say? A Catholic, Catholic, right?
No, Christian.
Oh, Christian, Christian. Well, they say you were born a sinner, so you're already a sinner. Like they say, like, oh, you know what,
You were
God,
born a sinner because you inherit the sin of your father.
exactly.
You were born with these traits already that you inherited, bro.
But
And
why
then we're
though?
getting into science. They're showing that epigenetics, you even trauma is passed on, bro.
Oh,
Even trauma, epigenetics. This has nothing to do with religion.
no, but
Epigenetics shows that you're born with it, bro.
I know, but look at religion, bro. Everything don't make sense.
And I'm not very religious.
Yeah,
I believe in God, right?
yes.
I
That's
believe
okay.
in God.
Look, like what the guy said right now.
Give me a reason to.
I believe in God. Okay, like you were saying, when I was, he says, so do you believe that the universe lines up?
I I believe half of what I see. I believe half of what I see and little about what I hear. We are told things as we were born and we take them for granted, like right that the sun is million miles away, right?
He's not.
And we accept it. We accept it, right? We accept it. We accept that, right? That's given to us by man,
We
right?
accept everything, even
Eh,
religion. We
No,
accept
no,
religion.
no, no, no. Not everybody accepts religion.
No, but I'm saying though, because religion is programmed. Everybody knows. Everybody knows about God. The whole origin story. It's a blueprint in the origins as humans. That's what they try to print. And
It's
look,
corrupted.
okay, and you know why I don't
They
believe.
messed up the
There we
translation,
go. And you know why I don't believe in
and they leave
religion.
out books. They leave out books
And
like the Book of Enoch, the Book of Thomas, the Gospel of
you
Thomas.
know what I believe in? And
No, I
I'm gonna
mean,
sound funny. I more believe in aliens, that aliens created us, than what they preaching us at the Bible.
I believe in aliens too.
Like a
They're
100%.
extraterrestrials.
Yeah,
They're not from this earth. They're in a
exactly.
different realm.
So okay, so if
You
God
know,
says I'm the only one here, and you guys were creating an image, no, 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 because if God created us in only His image, why do we all look different, bro? Why are there Chinese, blacks, whites, Hispanics?
Well,
Why are there fucking so many animals, so many dogs, so many this? And even in this, at the beginning of the Bible, it says, "I sit there with them, and they saw me creating the world." Who the fuck is them? Who were you with? I thought it was just you. But
the,
now at the
no,
beginning,
no,
it
no.
said,
He never says there's just one God. It never said that. It says you shall not worship any other gods.
so there's more. So there's
But
more.
there's one above.
So that means, and who created him? And who is like you would like it's a story with a whole bunch of loops and a whole bunch of shit that you as a grown up, me as a grown up now, bro, I see it as like it's far fetched. It's like mind controlling. You know what I mean? Because I remember when I was a kid, they used to tell me, "Don't do this because God is looking; He's gonna punish you." Oh, don't do this because God is gonna punish you. Oh, don't do this because He's gonna do this. Oh, don't do that. And I'm
No,
like, dude,
but you see, that's because people don't know how to teach it. Don't do this because there's consequences. There's consequences, not because God is going to punish you. If you
no,
go,
no,
if you
no, no. One
go,
thing,
or
one thing
if
is
you spit up,
consequences.
it's going to land on your
No, no.
face.
One thing is consequences, and the other thing is them telling you all the time. It's like and even when you go to church, when I used to go to church, and I used to sit there,
Not
bro.
every church is the same.
No, no, but when I used to go to Catholics and all those different churches, it's always the same shit, bro. This guy created us, abandoned us, and left. And for example, me, when I started thinking about it, I was like, wait a minute,
And
man.
we, you're right about the judging part. We've all been forgiven.
The devil,
We've all been forgiven
like,
already.
look, for example, this supposedly, let's say everything is real and everything is how they say. In God's mind, He wanted us to be like kids, like little 5 year olds, 10 year olds, right? Like we don't know that the devil came, me, okay? The devil came. He didn't really do shit. He said, Adam and Eve, come here. Let me talk to you. They came. He says, with this apple, I'm gonna give you knowledge. Knowledge, so you could be like us. Knowledge, so you could be one of us. God didn't want us because God saw us inferior in Him. He saw us as we were just dumb mud people. You know what I mean? That's how they call us a lot, the mud people. You know that mud people. And so the devil came and he said, "No, no, look, man, peep game, son. He goes the apple. You're gonna start thinking. You're gonna start doing this, blah 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 blah." He put us up on game. He came, boom. But the part that I don't understand, and this is never religion, the guy came, and I'm like, "Where did you come from, bro? Where? Where? What? How is it that they're now they're talking about you like you're me, like you're a human being, and you just walked in the room, and like I'm looking for you, and I'm like, yo, where's Sal? Yo, where's Sal? And then you
Well,
come
to
and
get into even more scientific, because they are discovering dimensions, bro. So what if he crossed through?
no, but this is has nothing to do because that's science already. We're talking
But
about
I'm
religion.
using science to try to explain some of the religious parts, bro.
So there's no there's science because science explains everything. Science is against God. Science
Not exactly.
you go to a doctor and
A
a
lot
doctor.
of scientists now believe in God more than ever. Why? Because the more you deep, you start realizing it's a weird, intelligent design.
What is that? Oh, yeah, like to me, how I see it like this. My point is, I do believe that there's a creator, like 100%.
Yeah.
We get our
No, and
feeling
then the
from the.
reason why I said that was because he's saying that give me a good reason that
Oh,
there's a
like I
God.
believe in God. Like
No,
I
and then
100%.
for you, my brother, I invite you to forgive yourself. Like you really think that
Excuse me.
we're alone in this world? You know what I
Let me
mean?
see what.
We're in a jar. Yeah, it's possible. It's very possible. They're just looking at us and like observing us.
Yeah, it's true.
It's very possible. It's not out of the realm of possibility, right?
Like to me, I believe.
Or like, what was it, Rick and Morty, where they're in the battery and they were feeding shit?
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. I, bro, like look,
Very possible.
what's crazy about it is that there's people that get into fights and argue. Like I'm with my boy. Every time we talk about religion, he gets mad, right?
No,
But I,
it's passion. It's
yeah,
passion.
especially, but I always say this. I always say this like this. We all got a different beliefs, right?
You gotta respect
We
people.
got, but to me, bro, I've been through a lot of shit, and I know that God has taken me out of a lot of shit. I've been through, like you say, when you were a kid. When I was 8 months, I died. True stories of my daughter. I died when I was 8 months. My aunt, my mom, and some other people brought a witch. They came over. They had me in a little casket. This lady started spitting some shit. I don't know what the fuck they did. An hour later, before they already had me, you know when they have the open casket and all that shit, where people are already coming to see your boy. They came. I started coughing, and I came back. Boom. A lot of shit has happened. And as growing up, I've been through obstacles. I've been through a lot of shit, and I know that God has helped me out, 100%, without a shadow of a fucking doubt. I know that there's a higher living than us. But what I am trying to say is the God that they're portraying and the God that they're making us believe is that's not him. You feel me? That's like when somebody starts talking about you that they don't know you. Oh man, it sounds like this and sounds like that and blah 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 blah. You come through, you're like, whoa, whoa, relax. That's not even how I am. Because like I was saying before, everything like in the religion is like, okay, look, for example, this before Jesus, everything was punishment, right? Man,
Yeah,
God punished, God this, and God that.
he was
Jesus
pissed.
came.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, he was pissed. He was like an angry dude. Just fucking, hey man, let's fucking go ahead. Oh, you don't believe in me? Let's drown the world. Oh, you don't do this? Burn everybody. You don't do this? Everybody dies. Jesus came. And that's when everything changed.
But you gotta understand too, the people in that time were a different type of people, bro. You know why dogs are so alert? This is science again, trying to explain your opinion. The reason why they freak out when they see other people is because back in the day, it was a real danger when you saw another motherfucker, bro. That motherfucker was not there to be friendly. He was there to come and take your shit and rape you and murder you, dog.
Even
It
now.
was a no. Now it's a little more. I would take now more than those days, bro. I would take now more than those days, bro. They will fucking take your wife and that's it. You
Why?
know,
You know what's crazy about it? Okay, since you say back in those days,
but this it was a different
like back in
world,
those
bro.
days, okay, another thing that I don't understand about religion is this, right? Supposedly back in the days, God would talk to everybody. You do this, you do that, but out of nowhere, it's like silent. Y nada más cuando les convenía a la gente, like,
Of course, people are corrupt, bro.
and there's always white folks.
It,
And there's
it,
always he always talks to white
no,
folks.
no, no.
Real
Don't not
shit.
put your faith in people, bro.
No, 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 real shit. Tell me what
Yeah,
in the Bible where's the black dude
they were
or a
mostly
Latino?
mostly black dudes. Egypt was mostly black dudes.
Everybody was black. It was no white. Like Jesus wasn't a white dude walking around with green eyes. How they put him? Like he was walking with long
And
hair.
that being said, too, I do feel like they lied about the whole historical thing about everything.
Yeah.
Like
You
there's
put a white person in Egypt, but boy, in half an
you'll
hour
burn
it's
up.
burned, bro.
Yeah, burn up.
No disrespect to
No,
the
but
white folks.
that was one of the translations.
If it wasn't for God or Jesus,
The people are ignorant, but an angry person wrote
that's
by it.
true.
Yeah,
Because you know what? Okay, I watched this show, right? It's called Ancient Aliens.
yeah. But you know, to get back to the Bible, right? The Ethiopian Bible predates Christianity. How come we don't talk about that one, right?
There's a lot of people that predicted Buddha before even Jesus was. I mean, Buddha was 500 years before Jesus, and he was another prophet. And there's been so many. It's like in every religion, it's like okay, he was a prophet, or he's the chosen one, and who's this and who's that? Like to me, it's like even to now, like people making up these fucking saints.
No,
To,
yeah, that's I think it's kind of sinning in a sense. Not to judge people's religion, but worshiping saints is it's kind of like do not make any idols, false idols.
yeah, like to me, like I
Like the
always,
fact that people use the cross is kind of sketchy too. You know what I mean? Like
you
you
know what
don't.
I
That's
always say
not
this.
Jesus,
Like let's
or
say
you
for
know.
example, if I would have died on the cross, I wouldn't want my people to be like walking around with a cross like yo, I died in that
No, and
shit.
that's not him. Like the fake version of him. He's not a
Yeah,
white
yeah,
boy. That's Constantine from Rome,
yeah.
for sure. That's Constantine.
Okay, you know who this guy is?
That's Constantine.
Yeah,
You
this,
have Constantine,
yeah.
bro. Of course, you're not gonna believe in it, bro. You have Constantine,
Like
sure. You
like you
know,
know who this picture was? He was the son of a king,
Emperor of Rome.
Emperor of Rome, and they told him to picture him, and they drew him, and that's where everybody was like, that's Jesus. And
Now,
I learned that, and I
one
learned
of
that
the
late.
other reasons I believe in God is because how we're so. As the times progress, right back then it was more discreet. As the time progressed, we're openly mocking God, bro, in all the entertainment, bro. So you have
100%.
this gay black dude straddling the devil on a music video,
You see
bro.
that shit?
So you're gonna tell me? So
Or the other black chick that came out in the Wizard of
yeah,
Oz,
bro,
she's
they look
playing
like they're
Jesus.
demonically
Yeah,
possessed.
you saw
Like
her hands.
Mr. Homeboy Trap King, ¿cómo se llama? Astro World. What's his name?
Oh, I don't.
Travis Scott.
Oh,
People sacrificed on his concerts, bro.
I saw that.
Like, so you're gonna tell me that that part is true, right? But the other side, there has to be a God, bro. There has,
No, I never said there's no God. You're getting it wrong. I said that there is a God. There is a God.
and to get it,
But there's but how they put
100%. I sat down. Who is it? Miss Susie. I sat down with a Muslim. They have a Goliath story. They have a flood story. They have all these stories.
yeah.
Yeah. So it is the truth. They just separated us to attack each other.
Yeah, but yes.
Yes.
Like there is a God,
Yeah,
yes,
you're 100%.
there is a God, there is a God. But I'm saying all the other shit that they have used is to put us against each other, bro.
That's
Where
from the
did
people.
Catholics come from? Real shit. From the Romans.
In
And what
my
did
in
the
my
Romans
opinion,
do?
the Catholics is a satanic church.
Okay,
In
yes,
my humble opinion.
100%.
My
Okay,
humble
okay,
opinion.
okay,
Yeah.
okay. Let's go back. Let's say he comes the Catholics, right? It was the Catholic Romans. The Catholic Romans, the job was the emperor sent the Catholic Romans to beat and everybody who didn't accept and become a Catholic, right? What did the Christians start doing? The Christians they started doing their that's what they do churches. They started in their houses. They started worshiping God.
Missionaries. Yeah.
They started worshiping God. What did the Romans come and do? They came and killed them for no reason. And so it's like to me, it's like okay, wait a minute, bro. How is it that there's this guy, okay, and then there's this guy. I'm not saying that God is real, but I'm saying this guy that they're making us believe. So how is that? You say they'll go to your house. They have your family and everybody there. Do you accept fucking God as your God? Nah. Rape his wife, rape his children, they kill him. No. If that guy was real, he'd be like, "Oh, stop! These people are for me." But no, like there is a guy, yeah, but how they portray him, no.
No, yeah,
Like I was saying before, hold on, right?
into that note, yeah, to that note, to respond to that, right? You gotta know who's in charge of this realm, bro.
Who?
Of this realm, who he put in charge of this realm, bro. It says that who he put in charge of this realm, right? This is more like a proving ground for us. This is the Chamuks is the one fucking shit up for everybody, right? So this world is not for us to be like we're gonna be a good experience, bro. We're gonna suffer.
But why? That's my point. Why create somebody if you're gonna be like, if you don't worship me, you're gonna pay. Oh, if you don't accept me, why? That's like me bringing
And
a
so
kid.
you could learn, bro.
That's the most narcissistic thing ever, bro. That's like me bringing
Not
my
not
kid. Hold on,
not
hold on, hold on,
when
hold on, hold on. That's like me bringing my kid into this world and me being like, okay, I brought you here. You're on your own. But you know what, dude? I'm gonna walk out. I'm gonna walk out of your life, and I'm not gonna be here. But hey, you're gonna know about
he
me.
doesn't walk out of our life.
He left. He left us. Let's say for example,
He
like you
brought
said
his
right now,
son
the
and he
devils.
murdered him. Yeah.
Come on, that's another thing. If God is Almighty and He's all this, who is He answering to? Who is He answering? Who? Peep game.
So
Why
this
did
is
He?
where the oldest story of the Bible comes in. Is
Oh,
the book of Job. The book of Job. You know the book of Job?
yes.
Yeah, right. So that's what it is. Like, oh, the devil's like, oh, you really think they really adore you? Let's take everything away from you.
Okay, but like I said, how dumb is that? That's my enemy coming over here, bro. My enemy comes. This, we're talking about Jesus right now, not Job, right? You said that He sacrificed His only Son. That's like my enemy coming over here and be like, Rob, for I think like your people like you right now, but I bet you if you murder your daughter, I bet you they still won't like you. So let me see it. Let
No,
me see it. So hold on. So if I fold and be like, all right, let me send my only daughter. Let me send my only daughter so she could get sacrificed, and so they could spit on her, and so they could do this and do that. That's weak.
no,
That's
no,
not
no,
an
no, no, no,
almighty
no.
God.
That's where Jesus came in. There was again, I don't know the story well, but a legion of angels waiting to strike the earth apart during that time of the crucifixion. According to the Lord, okay, this could be corruption of translation, right? That there was a legion of angels just waiting to just murk everything with His word. But that's where the sacrifice of Him coming us to forgive us for our sins, bro. Because we're sinners by nature, right? He chose to take the hit. That's why I don't believe that God doesn't forgive us. We're all forgiven. We're all forgiven. It's just that we have to forgive one
I
another.
feel like this. If God was a real forgiver, like you say, and like how they put it in the Bible, He would have not forgave. He would have forgave Adam and Eve. All right. Not just this, bro. Tell me this. This is where it gets me. In Egypt, when the pharaohs didn't allow it, what did he say? Instead of killing the pharaohs, instead of killing the bad people, no, 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 no. What did he do? Put a goat, the blood of a goat, and I won't kill your firstborn. But if you don't do it, I'm gonna kill your son. Why? Why? Why not fucking go and just kill the bad people, bro? Why not just be like, bam, these motherfuckers are gone. Why not just, hey, these people are hurting the people? You know what? Fuck them. I created you guys just like dust, you will go. But why? This is what I don't understand. Why go and murder the fucking babies? Why go and murder the innocent? But yet you're gonna let the evil motherfuckers live? How is that, dude? How is that loving? How is this? How is that a loving God? How is that somebody that's gonna sit there and be like, "Oh, I forgive you"? No, like I was saying before, when Jesus came in, and he was the one that brought supposedly the peace, and he was supposedly that brought like treat your neighbor how you want to be
Yeah,
treated.
he
He
brought
came
that.
with the
Yeah,
peace. When it was God time, nah, drown everybody, work everybody, kill this and kill that, and blah blah this and blah blah that.
but again, it was a wild time.
Yeah, I
It
think
was a
I think
wild
that
time.
Jesus, like I say, if everything is real and everything, I think Jesus was like, look, pops,
That's enough.
enough, dude. You're
Enough.
getting old. Let me go show you that these people are not so bad. And what did they do? Beat the shit out of Jesus, dude.
He took the brunt of
He
it
took
for
it.
him.
You know what I mean? And so, to me, like I see it, is like going back. Yes, there is a God, but to me, what brainwashed everybody, I think, is the religion that put everybody against each other. Everybody, because there's people like, no, bro. There's people that stoned each other in the Middle East.
I agree with you
The people
100%.
that killed each other because, oh, my God is better. Oh, my God is this. Oh, my God is that. Or this and that. Or like there's a religion where it's like, hey, you sacrifice yourself. Let's say like you go like you terrorists or some shit like that, right? And there's gonna be virgins waiting for you. Come
That's
on,
fucked up in a way, but it's not much different
you
than
know,
what.
it's like
But remember this though. This is what we get corrupted as people. Just to leave it off because I gotta bounce.
oh yeah,
Just to leave it out. I identify with Christianity because that's what welcomed me in. Right. I learned to forgive myself
of
through
course,
Christianity. I thought the same thing you thought that we're being judged. Just no. Forgive yourself, like, and you forgive other people, like God will forgive us. You're right about that, right?
yeah, yeah, yeah,
You're right about that. God forgives us.
yeah, yeah. We like I said, for example, I feel like when you forgive somebody, it's forgiveness, and you forget about it. That's it. Like you could forgive, and like I feel like yeah, you know what? Like God forgives and all that
And
shit.
then another sign that it doesn't judge, it always says, "Come as you are,
Yes.
as you are, not as a perfect person. Come as you are." Like me, right? I didn't choose sobriety. I kind of just
You feel the change. You feel that you say, you know what, I gotta change. Like to me, when okay, like going back, just come as me exactly. Like for
as
example,
I am,
as
as
I
I
am.
went,
Like for
as I
example,
went.
like how I am right now, I could just talk to God. Like I have sit here and talk to God, like if He's here next to me. So I do believe in God. I do. I sit here and say, God, please.